All right, we want to thank you all for coming out. This is going to be our last song tonight. I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we love playing it. You're looking at five guys. You're looking at five guys who love the MC-5. And I'm going to say this right now. It's a damn shame. They waited way too long to induct him. So how about this? Everybody just yell out, "Fuck Hudson's!" There we go. Testify. Now wait a minute, I heard somebody say earlier, what? Well, guess what, people? It's time to kick out the jams, motherfucker! American Roots, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make some noise for these guys on MC-5 Day. The family of the MC-5 want to thank you guys for coming out. We're closing up near to the end here. There's a few more speakers, though. We saved the greatest for the end. So get ready. Put your hands together. Let's bring to the stage right now. She's got a few words for you. From the Detroit Cobras, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our very, very good friend, Mary Cobra.
There's always got to be an ass hanging out. Everywhere you go, there's got to be someone hanging around.
I'm doing okay. All right. I think I agreed to this while I was drunk. So help me, Lord. All right. So I was a teenage runaway, and I was going by this church, and there was food. It smelled so good. And I walked in, and I ran into Becky Tyner. And I didn't know who Becky Tyner was, but I said, how can I get some food? She handed me a tambourine and said, play. So I played, and she fed me. And that was good. When I first met Rob, I was playing in a small bar in Hamtramck, where all the small bars are. Yeah, and it was called the something pub. And what's it called, the Hamtramck? You're right, on the corner. I know, I got shot. No, anyway. I knew he was coming because, another long story, but I knew he was coming, and as soon as he came in, you could hear everybody whispering like, it's rap time. Everybody was excited. I mean, I gotta tell you, I didn't really know who the MC-5 were, because I grew up in R&B, so I had no idea who he really was. But everybody was like really excited, like, it's rap time. He comes on the stage, and he puts it in a huddle. We get into a huddle like a goddamn football team. You don't do huddles in rock and roll, just letting you know. So we get into a huddle, and we discuss the only song we know, which is Looking at You. He says, all right, let's go, we gotta kick it out, you know? Okay. So we turn around, and he says, you out there looking at us, but we here looking at you, hit it. So we start playing, and I was already kind of loud before he came in. Now I was on 10, and I wasn't even nowhere. What a fucking voice. I mean, just the power behind his voice was surreal. All right, we play the song. Everybody goes, yeah. We go back into the huddle.
Good shot, man. No, if you got it wrong.
Telling him we do not know any other song. So he says, okay. He turns around and he says, we're gonna do it again. We don't care.
Look, I'll communicate you.
And neither did the audience, because everybody was fucking loving it. All right, he became our mentor. We were his little warriors. And I think he liked the fact that we were women warriors, because yeah, he really liked that. He loved women, man. He loved the power of a woman. And so we go into the studios, and he was the biggest cheerleader, you know, and he would say things like, rock like a pig or get out of this world. I have no idea what that meant, but he made me want to rock, you know. So, and then, you know, we did videos with him, and in one video, it's called Get Out of the Way. If you look at the audience, it's Rob's hand going up and down like this, you know, which is really, really fucking cool. And then we did a gig at like the Lily's, which is now the Painted Lady, and he choreographed our moves, which is really fucking cool. I mean, so he goes, when I say this, you guys do this, you know, and I'm like, wow, okay. I mean, and I gotta tell you, the audience responded. Like, they respond to choreographed moves. I guess that's why Beyonce and all those guys have them. It's like, anyway, but it really was kind of cool. I've never had things choreographed for me before. And then, okay, hold on a minute. I wrote this today. Okay. You know, we made the video and everything, and how, which is why I'm here, how I was influenced is because of Rob's voice. And he told me that he stopped a robbery once by singing to them. Stop! Whatever, he said he stopped a robbery by just singing to them. I mean, that's some powerful shit, you know? No! Okay, so his power and his like sincerity in his voice and what he's saying, to me, is something that I still live by. And I think it's influenced how, like, with the kind of bands I'm in. I mean, you have to have a singer who's got the power, you know, and when they sing, they mean what they sing. So, you know, and to finish it off, Becky Tyner lives across the street from me, and she's still feeding me. Nothing changes. Bye.
Mary Cobra, ladies and gentlemen. It don't get no better than that, right? Oh yeah, we have one last celebrity,
told me I belong to
Motor City, voice of reason, madness, love and beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been hearing him on the radio for years on WRIF. He's also a writer for the Fifth Estate. He's an activist. He's been pushing back on the man as hard as anybody could possibly push. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for our last speaker of the night, Peter Werby. Peter Werby!
Oh, thank you, Tino. Yeah. Hey, brothers and sisters. What a day, huh? You know, as I was coming out here, my wife said to me, "What are you going to say?" And I thought, then all of a sudden I had this thought, what could I say about the MC-5 that hasn't been said? What praise to give to this band, this amazing aggregation that hasn't already been given. The talent to talk about. What possibly could I say? She said, "You'll find something." So I had a couple observations. You know, popular music fades pretty quickly. And you got to look at the MC-5. They began, the roots of them, almost 61 years ago. And people were still listening to Perry Como and Glenn Miller and what have you. And those blazing guitars, those thundering drums, those incredible vocals, just put those folks in retirement really quickly. It was a new era, and they were the people that were responsible for it. You know, the MC-5 is to Detroit as the Beatles were to Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, that's how influential our boys were. And essentially, they were the house band of the Motor City. Yeah. And it's really important that they finally got some recognition and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But you know what? You know what? That should have been done how many years ago? 20 years ago? 30 years ago? 40 years ago? Well, you know, I thought, it doesn't really matter, because we had our own Rock and Roll Halls of Fame. It was called the Grandee Ballroom. That was a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was called Tarter Field at Wayne State University. That was a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was West Park in Ann Arbor where they held forth. You were there. Yeah, so good that they were inducted, but there always been, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is also where? Right here, yeah. And you know, one of the things that happened quite regularly is when, and I should have mentioned too, the small clubs where they played every week. But when they would play at these clubs, I think most of you know what would happen. They would start their signature song, Kick Out the Jams, and Rob would end that with that famous word, and boom! The owners would pull the plug, the cops would come and beat the crap out of them. So Rob had an incredible way of getting around that. He would bring the audience into it. Now don't do it till I give you the word. So he would say, you know, it's time to kick out the jams. Right, and keep on kicking out the jams. Love you all. Now I think we're going to end with a raffle.
Peter Werby, ladies and gentlemen, give him some love. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. I was honored to be asked to do this MC business, and on behalf of the MC-5's family, they want to thank the City of Lincoln Park for declaring October 12th MC-5 Day. And the gang has cooked up a rock and roll raffle for you, and we're going to end the night by choosing a winner. So everybody get their tickets ready, and the raffle's about to go down. So
the reason I don't feel shame about promoting it is that all the proceeds of it go back to the publisher. That's a nonprofit publisher, and it's here somewhere. Wherever the Historical Museum table is, and if anybody wants, where is it, Jeff? And thank you to Jeff and all the people at the Lincoln Park Historical Museum. But if anybody Sure, I'll pick it. The White Panthers and the MC-5. All right. All right, the number. Oh my God, I have the winning ticket. No, I'm only kidding. It's 380-3875. Ends in 3875. All right. And thank you to everybody. And remember,